Hello there, Brett. This is for you. I'm guessing you've probably already figured this one out for yourself now, but I've been trying to do a video for a while, and I've never really managed it. But this is basically cockpit familiarization, stop and start if you like, just to write down your own checklist. But I'm going to do an abbreviated startup. I'm the pilot. I'm just going to do the cheat for the nav, because, well, that's his job, not mine. Alright then, to begin with, we're going to connect external power, and you click on this menu here to bring up the wheel, which you might be familiar with from the F-14 Tomcat. And I am going to go into aircraft and servicing, and I'm going to connect the external power.
Roger.
Turn off the alarms. And you can see the external power is connected. The next thing I'm going to do is come down to the front left hand panel, and I'm going to turn the APU power to external. I'm going to come over to the right panel and turn the hydraulics switches to auto. Come down to the rapid start panel and pull it. You can do a quick APU test here if you like. I'm going to turn on the emergency radio. It is on. I'm going to come over to the rear left panel. I'm going to turn the main radio on to TRG, and whilst I'm over here I'm going to turn on the oxygen. So that's that. I'm going to come over to the rear right panel and turn on my anti-collision lights. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to turn on the APU. And I'm going to close the canopy now. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay. APU crossfeed is here, that's on. Generators here to on. Radio altimeter on. Set altitude, I'm just pressing B. Turn on the head-up display. Switch TACAN to transmit receive, and IFF, which is over here, so that's TACAN, this is IFF, is now on standby. Terrain following radar is here on standby, and we're waiting for this ready light to come on and this not ready light to go out. Whilst we're going to do that, I'm going to check the ADI, and I'm not sure I'm doing that bit properly. And then I'm going to turn on the repeater. This won't come on until the backseater has done his checks. We'll come to that later on. If you want to do lights and lamps tests, they're over here. I'm not going to bother. I am going to do a TACAN bit test because it's become habit. Switch the TBT here to datum, and the main fuel crossfeed here to auto. Then we're going to switch the master IFF to normal. We're going to switch the cabin heat here to auto, canopy demist to auto, intake nicing here to auto. Now we're going to go for a right engine start, which is here. And then we're going to watch the revs come up. I want to show you something. This will stick at 24%. And it won't go any further until I open the throttle, which opens the fuel cocks, and then you can hear the engine spooling up and the revs going up. Once that's going, we can actually turn off this ready light and we'll reset spills. That's to do with your flight control system, so it's quite important. We're waiting for 60% here. And then we're going to start the left engine. And then you can see that one coming up. Takes its time. Okay, that's up to 60%. Now we're going to turn off the APU fuel crossfeed. There. This time, at this point, it's gone again. No, it's all right. I will disconnect.
Roger.
External power. I'll go back. Just a little thing I want to show you. At the moment here, we're loaded up with 2 chaff flare dispensers. I'm going to change this side to a Sky Shadow electronic countermeasure pod by going into... You bastard! Stop it! Thank you. And you can select all your different doings. So I want the BOZ Cerberus and Sky Shadow.
Roger.
Like that. And then I'll show you. That's changed. It's just a... I think it's just a typical RAF Tornado loadout. Okay, so next thing is air systems, which is here. And we want that to be switched to on. We're going to check the nose wheel steering over here. And we're going to check it as low, high and off. We're going to keep it on low for taxiing. Turn left hydraulics on, which is here. Don't know why you don't turn the right ones on, but I don't know. And now we're going to remove pins. I can only find 3 in the front cockpit, but apparently there's 4. But don't worry about that, I'll show you in a second. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And it's the seat ejection pins. Don't know where they are. Anyway. Right, and this is where it comes to me abbreviating this. I'm just going to get the nav to do his own checks. I'm going to press this, and all you're going to hear is a load of clicking, and that's us pretty much ready to go. And then you'll see we now have 4 pins, and the repeater's turned on. Okay. Put some more lights on. Nav and flash. All the lights are out. And then it's just a matter of checking your control surfaces. Hang on. Check the wing sweep. It's got an oversweep. Check the brakes. Sweep them all forward. check the flaps and slats. Flaps 1 is for manoeuvring in the air, as far as I know. Flaps 2 is for takeoff. Flaps 3 is for landing. I'm going to bring them all the way up for the moment, because it reminds me to do other things I need to do at the hold point. So remember to put on my taxi lights, and then I'm going to turn on the taxi nozzle to open, and that's hopefully so that you don't overspeed when you go to taking off. And I just want to check what way the wind's blowing. Okay, so I'll turn right. Oh god, there's got to be a quicker way of doing that. And then hopefully my head tracker will work. Yeah, it does. Not very well. I need to change that to slow. See if I can do that quickly before we go a little bit too far. Default, smooth and slow. Nice. Still going a bit too fast, and I'm getting a bit losing some frames by the looks of it. This is RAF Marham. I think they used to operate out here. Slow it down a bit. Taking off from there, can't find the hold short. There it is. Ah, sorry. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'll stop here. Apply the brakes. I normally put the altimeter onto radio. Then I turn on my landing lights and close the taxi nozzles. Otherwise I won't get full power when I need it. Okay. And then you're ready for takeoff. Go on, line up, let's go. Check my trim, turn it off, nose wheel steering, parking brake is down here, okay, and foot brakes on, up to military power, let go, hit the burners.
Rotate.
Come on, rotate. Gear up.
Positive rate, gear up. .300 knots.
Get back on the burners. Not a brilliant takeoff, sorry about that. But we'll climb up through the clouds. Bring the wings backwards to 45 degrees. We're cruising.
Fuel 2000.
Anyway, I shall leave it there then. Hopefully that'll help. No. Thank you, and goodbye.